People is proud to present the 40 Days 40 FinTechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, which is leading the way in advocating for technology that promotes financial inclusivity. Since 2020, we've profiled over 100 FinTechs, and our latest season is shining a spotlight on those breaking down digital barriers and transforming lives for the better. Join us in this financial inclusivity revolution, presented with generous support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Follow hashtag 40 Days 40 FinTechs, hashtag Level 1 Project to learn more and get involved in creating a brighter financial future for all.
The 4 Days for FinTechs initiative continues to shine a spotlight on innovators that are using financial technology to serve Ugandans and Africans in Uganda and across Africa. On day 21 of the annual 4 Days for FinTechs initiative, season 5, we are glad to host a representative from Trillion Looks stores. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Cerinah Kasirye. I am the founder of Trillion Looks store. Trillion Looks, we are a social enterprise that works with marginalized artisan designers to help them mass produce, market, and sell their products across the globe using e-commerce tools.
Yes, sir. Cerinah, first make me understand why the name Trillion Looks.
We are looking at a trillion ways of appearance using artisanal designs.
Please break it down. I still don't understand it. Trillion Looks.
When you have, for example, when you have a basket, we have different kinds of baskets. So we have Indiro, we have Nubian baskets, we have Kiganda baskets. But of late, we are no longer using just those baskets for the traditional purposes. And that is why you're going to find a numerous number of ways people are using these baskets in hotels, as decoration in houses. So isn't that reason enough for it to be a trillion looks, a trillion perspectives?
Okay, Trillion, I like money. So me, Trillion was about Trillion, the money.
Well, you can
Not
interpret
the looks.
You can interpret it the way
But
you
I
want.
get it. Yes, sir. Now, for those that are watching you for the very first time, and those are hearing about the platform, how does it work? When does it work? Who gets to use it?
Our e-commerce platform was designed for artisanal designers. That is the women, the men who make handcrafts. And we work with different of these people to upload their products, and then we help them market. So buyers get onto the website and they're able to make purchases for these products, even complete the purchase online, and then have us deliver their products across the globe, not just locally here, but internationally. So we have the user who is the artisanal designer, and then we also have the user who is the buyer, who is buying products wherever they are and then having them delivered to their convenience.
All right, let us break this down further. On one hand, there is a user who's an artist. So if I'm an artist, how do I get onto the platform?
When we started in 2020. I don't know if I can get into that story of how we started.
Please do.
I was a marketer at one of the crafts villages in Kampala, and when COVID-19 hit, we were sent home to go because there was a lockdown. There was no one who was permitted to move. So a number of artisans had their products in the crafts market, and the tourism market was one of the most hit sectors in the country and globally. And you realize that most of the products that we sell depended on the tourism market. So if we did not have tourists coming and buying these products in the craft markets, we needed to innovate and find a way of getting the buyers buy these products from wherever they are. And also the other thing is we needed to find a way of now making the Ugandans love these products and then getting to use them, because as the local market has a perspective that the artisanal products are very costly, they're very expensive. So instead of someone going to the craft market and buying this product, they'll say, literally meaning that those are the products for the white man.
Yes.
So we needed to change the narrative and the perspective that people had around the artisanal crafts. And one of the things that I wanted to implement while I was working at the crafts market was e-commerce. And we had tried it, but because we were dealing with the how do they call them? Because we were dealing with the rudimentary way of doing things, it wasn't something that was welcome to the local person in Masaka who doesn't have a smartphone. There is no way they were going to appreciate that they can sell their products online. So what we did was to now group the artisans, and we're like, okay, let's have a group where we can help you. And if you currently use our platform, you'll find that we have what we call the Worker Creatives Group. That is an organization, like a group of the artisans who make these products, and we represent them where we sell these products on their behalf, because they did not have the knowledge of how to use the platform, how do I use e-commerce to sell these products. So we became the people doing that on their behalf, but they are grouped in a creatives group. Yes, so that is how we work with artisans.
So is that the only way an artist gets onto the platform? Because that is one way of a group. So what if I'm an individual artist? There's a very amazing artist I know. He stays in Kamuli. He's very good with his hands. He wants to sell his artwork on Trion Looks store. How is he onboarded?
He has to get in touch with us so we can help him get through the process. Because getting those products online, of course, have a process. For example, you need to document, have a story about the product. You need to take quality photos. And one of the testimonies that I've heard from people who buy from our website is the way they will see the picture is the way the item will appear. If there's nothing like, I saw a different color, what you ordered versus what you received. That is something
so what
that
you see is what you get.
Exactly. If you see coffee brown, it will be coffee brown. If you see green, it will be that green.
Not greenish.
No. It will be that, because we invest in quality photography, we invest in documenting these products such that the buyer also buys with a story in mind and will receive exactly what they ordered for.
That is the side of the artist.
Yes.
And how they get onboarded and how you end up selling the products. Now let us assume I'm an end user. I'm a buyer, I'm a customer. Take me through the customer journey of finding a product on the platform, paying for it, and having it delivered.
When you log on to trillionlooks.store, you'll go through different categories of the products that we have: kitchen and dining, we have fashion. If you want to buy products for men, if you want to buy
now I want to buy a drum, because when I checked I saw drums, those ones used for music. So I want to buy a pair of drums.
So if you want to buy a pair of drums, you go and click on the drum. When you click on the drum, there will be a description for that drum. The drum will be described in its size, color, material, and it will also be described with a story about drums. So you will not just buy a product, you also buy a story of the product.
This long drum is called Engalabi.
Engalabi.
I saw it there.
There is also djembe drum, so it's also quite long.
I like the Engalabi more.
Yes. Yes, so you'll have a story of why Ngalabi,
is Engalabi.
Why Ngalabi is Ngalabi,
Okay.
and why were the materials that are used to make the Ngalabi. And then you will go and select how many Ngalabis you want, that long drum. So after that, every product has a price. It depends which country you're in. If you are in the US, well, we use US dollars. We don't use Canadian dollars, so we use US dollars.
Yes, the standard dollar.
Yes, and if you go to the UK, you'll get the Great Britain pound. If you go to their countries, if you go to East Africa, Tanzania, of course, there's a converter that will give you the currency, the amount that you'll be paying in. Then you will go and say, buy, add to cart. Now, if you're adding to cart, that means that you're having a basket, you want to buy more products. So you're having a basket where you're putting your items and you want to pay at the end.
Some buying ingalabi, madinda, those things.
Yes. So you put them in the cart. But if you do not want to put them in the cart, you just want to pick your ngalabi and go with it, then you'll just say, buy now. And then we'll take you through. Now give us your name, your email, your address. We ask for those details because we want to get to communicate to you in person and also get to know details of where should we deliver the ngalabi.
So you take the basic KYC
Yes.
of the customer. Yeah, so let us assume I'm in Kotido district and I want the long drum. So how is it delivered? And how soon is it delivered? I assume I made an order today.
It's going to be delivered within 24 hours. Because when we get the product and wrap it, we use the local logistics.
Yes, okay.
The local logistics, and we communicate to you. You can tell us, for me, I want you to take my drum to such and such a place. They will ship it to me. Yes. Because you see, with the local market, you also have to understand what works for them. Not just saying, okay, let me use safe border from Uganda to Kotido, from Kampala to Kotido.
Yes.
Yes, you have to find out what works for
Get
them.
that detail.
Yes.
Yeah, so Cerinah, you didn't talk about the payments. So I've selected, the amount has been told, the ngalabi is at 360,000, including delivery fees to Kamocha. So everything is there. How do I make that payment?
There are different ways you can make payment. One of the ways is through Visa, through the cards. And then the other way is through mobile money. And we do not have a pay on delivery option.
Yeah, fair enough. But allow me ask you this. I have paid for my ngalabi. I ordered it and I prepaid. So who guarantees that I get the quality I paid for?
This is business ethics. We've been in business for 4 years now, and we have built our business on trust and ethics. The kind of partnerships we have built with, for example, DHL. If you come to the shop, we have a partnership with FlexiPay, Stanbic. The kind of people we have partnerships with should be able to tell you that we are authentic people. And like I told you, what you order is what you get. But should you order something? Yes. Should you order something that does not meet your standard? There is a refund policy, and a product should be returned. If it's locally, it should be returned within 1 week, but with communication. Don't stay with a product for 1 week without telling us it was faulty.
Then next week you some return.
You should be able to communicate within 3 days and return the product in 1 week.
Okay, fair enough.
And if you're internationally, from the time you receive your order, because even the courier service will tell us that this product was delivered. From the time you receive your order, have 3 days and tell us that the order is faulty.
Not what I wanted.
Yes.
All right, Cerinah, that is quite an amazing journey. Please make me understand, for the 4 years you have been operating, how many artists you have on the platform? On the other hand, how many end users have you served? Happy customers?
We have served over 1,200 customers, both locally and internationally, and we are able to work with over 200 artisan designers.
Yes, again, from those numbers, how is the gender divide like? How many men versus women are you serving in percentages?
60% are women, and then the 40% are men.
Those are the artists.
Yes.
And then the customers?
And the customers, it's a 42 to 60. That is men and women.
40 for men?
40, yes.
And 60 for women. All right. For the time you have been operating, I know you have faced several challenges. What have been your main challenges in regards to customers using your platform?
Usually, customers are about building trust. So as a growing e-commerce business with 4 years in operation. Sometimes customers want to know, who is the person behind this? Can I have a conversation with them? Are they real human beings? Do they have a physical office? So it is building that trust within the customer and then the we as the business. So sometimes someone might even fail to complete an order online and say, let me come to the shop. So you'll find that initially when we started during COVID, there was no physical location, but we were forced to open a physical location because customers wanted to see, does this business exist in real life? So that has been the biggest challenge with customers. So even if they're our customers, they will still want to come and see you have a physical location.
Cerinah, thank you so much. In 2 minutes, please, in your camera, tell your viewers why they should use Trillion
Look Store. I would like to appreciate everyone who has so far been a customer, a partner, whoever has supported us along the journey in these 4 years. Thank you so much for being part of our journey. Thank you so much for transforming the lives of artisan designers. Currently, we work with about 200 of them, and trust me, every purchase that you make on the platform makes a difference in their lives. I'd like to encourage you. I would like to welcome you to keep buying these artisanal products off our platform. You shall have a very wonderful experience with us, and you shall also have a story of why you're buying Ugandan art, fashion, and crafts off our platform.
All right, thank you, Cerinah, for that detailed journey of how you are doing business and empowering the underserved and unserved. This has been day 21 of the annual 4 Days for FinTech initiative, season 5. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.